Hey you guys, thank you so much for coming to this video. So my name is Callie. I'm the creator of Glazed Epoxy. I am addicted to epoxy. I love doing it. I love all the different sparkle and different colors and techniques you can do. So I decided to start a channel and kind of share with you guys all my techniques and all the ways that I do different cups and coasters and cutting boards and how to get waves and all that fun stuff. So hopefully you guys will subscribe to this channel. Also ring the little notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. I'm going to start doing 2 videos a week on this channel. I also have a makeup channel. If you guys are interested in that, I will have it linked below. So today we're going to show you all about how to get this matte marble tumbler look. It's really simple, so easy to do. Marble is just my favorite. Ever since I did my first marble countertop in epoxy, I was hooked. To me, just a nice marble is just so like clean, elegant, simple. It's just my favorite. I love just marble everything. White marble with a light subtle gray. It's just so pretty. I'm gonna show you all the steps you need to know, from how to prep the cup, how to do the marble design, and then finally how to do the matte finish. So if you guys are interested in how to get this faux marble epoxy tumbler marble look, let's get into the video. So first we're just starting with a stainless steel cup. This is a 32 ounce, an abrasive pad, and then final sand. And some water. You can just do this by your sink. I'm just doing it in my filming area. So just take the lid off and set it aside. So we're just going to prep the outside of the cup for our for spray paint with the final sand. So what this does is it's going to clean off any oils. It scuffs the outside. It promotes adhesion, so you don't get any fisheyeing or anything weird with your spray paint or your epoxy. And you're going to do this for 1 or 2 minutes. This is the same product we're going to use later to make it a matte finish, but it's great for prepping cups as well. So now once it's clean and dry, then you're going to spray paint it just the closest color to whatever you're doing. We're doing a white marble, so spray painting it white. Then we have our dried spray painted white cup. We have our cup turner, which is going to keep it turning. We're using the DIY Epoxy Artisan Epoxy for this, and this is great because it's kind of thicker than some others and it flows nice. Then you need gloves, you need some little mixing cups, some little stir sticks. Then the colors that we're using is the DIY Epoxy white colorant and then the gunmetal mica powder. So first we're going to mix the epoxy. This is a 1-to-1 ratio, and this epoxy also has UVs in it, so it's not going to yellow, and it's heat resistant, and it's a lot harder than a lot of other epoxies too. So this is just a great epoxy to use for doing cups. Then you just want to mix the epoxy together. Just really make sure it's stirred well. About 3 minutes is usually what it takes. Then for the color, we're going to add some of the white colorant and mix that up. Then I pour a little bit of that off and add some of the gunmetal so that we get a light gray. I don't want a gray that's too dark or black looking. I just want it to be really light and subtle. So then you're going to turn on your cup turner and slowly drizzle on the epoxy. Then just smooth it out with your gloves and just really make sure it's nice and smooth. There's no spots where it's not sticking. and there's no spots where it's too heavy and dripping either. Then you're gonna torch it to pop any bubbles. Then just let it sit for a few minutes. Then you're gonna start with the marbling, and I just kind of randomly drizzle on a little bit of the gray. Just add it little by little because you can't take it, or you can take it off, it's just really hard to. It's easier just to do little by little. So what I do first is I just blend this completely out with my gloves, just so it's like kind of a background blotchiness on the whole cup. Then once that's done, I draw some veins on, and the hardest part about this is trying to make it more random and realistic and not just like a nice perfect squiggly line. So just kind of draw them on little by little, not putting too much of the epoxy on the cup. Then once you have enough veining done, go ahead and grab a heat gun. This is just gonna move everything around and make it look a little more imperfect, a little more just kind of blown out in certain areas, a little more realistic, like real marble. And just keep doing it as much as you want. Just be careful because it does heat it up and it starts to run. As you'll see, it kind of gets runny. You do spray it with alcohol. That again makes it even more realistic. It kind of breaks up the color, adds little kind of speckles and spots. Go ahead and remove any parts that are getting too heavy or too runny. Just tap it off with your glove. And just keep working with it until you're happy, and just let it turn. I just let it turn overnight and dry. Then I go ahead and do a second coat. This is just completely clear. So just like the first, just drizzle it on, and then you're just gonna wipe it on with your gloves and torch it. Then you can see it's very, very shiny. So you could just leave it like this. It looks gorgeous, but for a matte finish, we're gonna go ahead and use the final sand again. Since it's scratching the surface just very, very fine, we're gonna start with a glove. I would suggest doing this first just so you don't end up having little scratches that you can see. Like on a black cup, it's gonna be more visible than white. So that I just start with my gloves and squirt some on and just scrub for a couple minutes. So then after washing it, it still looked a little bit shiny in spots. So I went ahead and grabbed just a non-abrasive pad to use, and this is just gonna help give you more of a matte look and help you get a little bit more scuffed up without getting scratches on there. So I went ahead and did that for a couple more minutes and then washed it off. So then you can see I have a completely matte, gorgeous faux marble epoxy tumbler. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you like the marble look, if your favorite is marble too, or let me know what other colors or designs is your favorite thing to do in epoxy. Or let me know if you haven't done epoxy at all yet and you're just interested, and if you have questions, I can answer them for you. I keep learning new techniques on how to do marble, different looks of marble, because there's so many different looks. There's so many different colors of marble, so it's crazy. But yeah, marble is definitely my favorite, and I just think this cup is just gorgeous. Like, I don't know why. I'm more about more simple, understated things. So I think it's so pretty. Okay, I'm obsessed. I'm gonna go now. I even have marble nails right now. Like, it's an obsession. Please subscribe to this channel. I think I'm gonna try to do 2 videos a week on this channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.